You haven't looked at your dog in 20 minutes. You're staring at a screen, lost in your own world, completely disconnected from the room. 2 feet away, your dog is lying on the floor, doing absolutely nothing. They aren't nudging you for pets. They aren't bringing you a toy. Most owners look at this and see a bored animal. We assume they are just killing time, waiting for us to finish what we're doing, or maybe they just like the texture of the rug. We call it passive behavior. But behavioral science tells a completely different story. What looks like nothing is actually one of the most active, complex psychological processes your dog can perform. While your mind is somewhere else entirely, your dog is not just sitting there. They are actively using your physical presence to anchor their own nervous system. They aren't waiting. They are co-regulating. And the invisible biological tether connecting their brain to yours in this exact moment is something most owners are completely oblivious to. But once you understand what is actually happening to their heart rate when they sit this close to you, you will never look at a quiet evening the same way again. If you could see your dog's heart rate on a monitor right now, you'd see something that defies logic. Most mammals' heart rates spike when they are active and drop when they are alone and resting. But for a dog, the deepest state of physiological rest doesn't happen when they are in their own expensive bed in the other room. It happens within a 3-foot radius of you. When your dog is sitting near you while you work, they aren't just relaxing. They are performing what neurobiologists call social buffering. It's a survival mechanism hardwired into their DNA. To a dog, the world is a constant stream of sensory data, noises, scents, and movements they can't always categorize as safe. But the moment they settle near you, their amygdala, the brain's fear center, effectively powers down. They aren't just ignoring the room, they are outsourcing their safety to your nervous system. Researchers have tracked this. When a dog is in the same room as their owner, even without a single touch or look, their heart rate variability stabilizes and their oxytocin levels begin to climb. And here is the part that most owners completely miss. This isn't about your attention. It's about your rhythm. Your dog is literally timing their breaths to yours. They are using the steady, predictable hum of your presence to calibrate their own internal stress levels. This isn't a passive habit. It is a high-stakes biological synchronization. But there's a reason this connection is more fragile than it looks. Because while they are using you to stay calm, they are also picking up on something about you that you haven't even noticed yourself. But there is a darker side to this silent synchronization. Because this presence is so fundamental to your dog's sense of self, it's also the first thing to break when something is wrong. Have you ever noticed your dog suddenly choose to sit in a different room? Or maybe they've started staying in the hallway instead of curling up by your desk like they've done for years. Most owners assume their dog is just growing up, becoming more independent, or perhaps just found a cooler spot on the floor. We tell ourselves they're finally learning to be alone. But in the world of clinical animal behavior, this is a major red flag. When a dog who usually seeks your proximity suddenly creates distance, they aren't becoming independent. They are retreating because you are their secure base. Your presence is where they go to process normal life. But when a dog is experiencing chronic physical pain or the early stages of cognitive dysfunction, their internal world becomes too chaotic even for you to fix. They move away because they can no longer calibrate to your rhythm. Their nervous system is screaming so loud that they can no longer hear the quiet, steadying hum of yours. And this is what makes this behavior so haunting. Your dog isn't sitting near you because they want to be entertained. They are sitting there because, as long as they can feel the heat of your presence, they know they are okay. The moment they stop seeking that radius is the moment they've stopped feeling safe in their own body. But why you? Out of everyone in the world, why is your nervous system the only one that can silence their fear? The answer lies in a biological mirror that evolution spent 15,000 years perfecting. But there is a reason they chose you to be their anchor. For a long time, we simplified this. We called ourselves owners or providers. We thought they sat near us because we are the source of food and walks. But neurobiology has recently uncovered a much more intimate truth. When a dog catches your specific scent, the reward centers of their brain don't just light up, they synchronize. To your dog, you aren't a person, you are a biological event. There is a neurochemical loop, an oxytocin feedback system that exists only between humans and dogs. It's the exact same mechanism that bonds a mother to her newborn. When they sit near you, they aren't just resting. They are plugging into your nervous system to recharge their own. You are their reference point. In a world of loud noises, strange smells, and unpredictable movements, your steady breathing and the familiar rhythm of your presence are the only things that tell their brain the world is okay. They don't need you to say a word. They just need to be within the radius of your calm. But here's the final twist that science is only beginning to understand. This silent sitting isn't a one-way street. While you think you're the one providing the safety, the data suggests that your dog might be doing something for your heart rate that you can't do for yourself. So the next time you're working late and you feel that familiar weight against your chair, or you see them lying just 2 feet away in the shadows, don't just see a pet waiting for a walk. Understand what is actually happening. In a world that is loud, confusing, and constantly moving, your dog has found the one thing that makes their entire system go quiet. You. They aren't sitting there because they want your world. They are sitting there because to them, you are the world. We've spent 15,000 years breeding them to be our companions, but in the process, we created something much more profound. We created a creature whose very heartbeat is calibrated to ours. When they choose to be near you without asking for a single thing, they are giving you the highest form of devotion an animal can offer. They are letting you be their peace. To you, it's just a Tuesday night at your desk. But to the living, breathing soul at your feet, it is the safest, most important moment of their day. Because for a dog, home isn't a place with 4 walls and a roof. For a dog, home is simply a specific distance from you. If this changed how you look at the quiet moments with your dog, drop a comment below. Does your dog have a favorite spot near you? And if you want to understand the hidden language of why your dog stares at you when you aren't looking, that's the next video. And the truth behind it is even deeper than you think.